when it started this particular SAP, who built this, and why you want to learn this SAP, and what all the possibilities are there, and where actually your basis course starts, where actually it
Mm-hmm.
fits in your SAP. That part today I will tell you. As you are in a background of IT, so I just want to tell
Yeah.
you all the
Mm-hmm.
softwares in the worldwide, whatever it may be, the softwares are in a two types only, either a
Mm-hmm.
application software or a system software. We can talk
Mm-hmm.
about the system software means Windows,
Mm-hmm.
Linux, Unix, all the operating system becomes the system software. Apart from operating system, anything if you find, that is called the application software.
Mm-hmm.
So what exactly application software means? Application software is created for a certain purpose of the work. What about
Mm-hmm.
your purpose? For example, your purpose is to book the railway reservation, then IRCTC. You want to move
Mm-hmm.
that money from your account to another account, then the banking applications are there. You want to go for an insurance product. So you have a WhatsApp. WhatsApp means you can be share with each other the videos or something. So all these are related to a certain purpose of work. That is called the
Mm-hmm.
application software. Either a system software, either a system software or application software you want to build, you require one language. Using a language only, we can build any application software. So some of the five members left the organization of IBM.
Mm-hmm.
Company is IBM, and they started to build a one application software. Now tell me, I will tell you, some error, please create a one application software for me. Definitely you'll ask one question: what application software you require? In
Yeah,
the same
definitely.
way, they go through in a concept called the methodology. It's not a software, it's called a methodology. Using this methodology, enterprise resource planning, they created their own proprietary language that is called ABAP. Using this
Mm-hmm.
ABAP, and they created their own software, their own application software they will. Just now I said, either you want to create a system software or application software, you require one language, either a C, C++, Java, or anything you require. So here they created their own language that is a ABAP, Advanced Business Application Programming. This language is used in a, they created on a proprietary, why I mentioned here means it's having a own definitions. After the row level language, they built their own language like C language. They built their own language, and it works on the kernel. Okay, independently it will works in a kernel, and it's a language independent language they built. This language they built, and initially they created a small product like Tally. Assume that it's like a Tally, and all this story happens in 1972, very long back in when Dennis Ritchie invented the C language. Okay, so ERP means it's a methodology. I said, what is the ERP actually? ERP means any of the enterprise.
Enterprise.
ERP, enterprise resource planning. Very simple way I will explain. Enterprise means, take example of Reliance. Reliance is an enterprise means, what is a resource? How that enterprise is running, that helps to the resources. Like resources means plant, machinery, transportation, people, or banks, vendors, suppliers, all this comes under the resources. How systematically you're organizing is called a planning. That is called the ERP. Using this methodology, using a language called ABAP, they build the first product is called FI. FI, when they build this one, after that, some of the companies has recommended to this company to build some more products for that, because all this story happens in the world of in Germany. Germany is very rich in manufacturing companies. So, product planning, plant maintenance, quality management, asset management, sales and distribution, and HR. These are the core modules of the SAP when they started. Initially, they
Okay.
start with these eight core modules. Later, in the 80s time, 1980s time, they move into an 80 modules. Now in the market, in the 2019, if you say you are having a more than 200 plus modules they have. Now, why I stress this one means, here I said this is a methodology, this is a language. For example, this is a methodology and the language is something Java. There are many thousands of the products are there, ERP products. If this is a methodology and someone is like a Oracle, they build something called the Oracle apps. So some of the ERPs are there in a market. Salesforce. One is called a Salesforce. This is a Salesforce is a one ERP. You have something
Mm-hmm.
called a, these are the competitors with the SAP actually. Swan,
Mm-hmm.
at JD
Mm-hmm.
Edwards, JD Edwards. You have something called MSBI, Microsoft
Mm-hmm.
Dynamics. You have Microsoft Dynamics.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you heard these names and a PeopleSoft,
Mm-hmm.
Workday. Like that, you will CRM. All this will be considered in a picture. Oracle apps. Oracle also having Oracle is database, but Oracle apps is ERP. Oracle BPS. So all these are a competitor with SAP, but there is no
Right.
module which is having this many modules. So we can
Uh-huh.
say the SAP is a one benchmark. The company name itself is the product name. System
Uh,
application product is a product name, and the company name
uh,
also SAP. So now you understand these are the ERP products. We can say these are the ERP products in a market which are having a
mm-hmm.
booming in ERPs. Okay. Now, out of
Mm-hmm.
all these ERPs, if you take, why SAP, why not other? If you ask, SAP
Exactly.
internal modules, whatever you are having, it is very
Mm-hmm.
integrated. So most of the companies are going for an ERP is SAP, and ERP has captured till now the ERP captured in the worldwide. If you say
Mm-hmm.
22.4% of ERP worldwide ERP has captured by SAP. So almost you can say one third of the
Yeah. Yeah.
projects, everything is with in a worldwide. I'm saying this is captured by SAP, and SAP is
Mm-hmm.
having a customers like NASA, Microsoft,
Mm-hmm.
HP, Dell, Deloitte. You can go for
Mm-hmm.
the pharma industries like Lupin.
Mm-hmm.
You can say Aravindo, Asian Paints, Dow Chemicals, Roman Haas. And if you go for a General Motors, motor industry, automobiles, General Motors, Jaguar,
Mm-hmm.
and BMW, Mercedes-Benz, everyone is there maintaining their data into an ERP. They're doing their business in ERP
Mm-hmm.
market. Even the Microsoft also doing their business in ERP, SAP only.
Uh, uh-huh.
So that much importance is there here. So here
Uh,
the question is either you want to learn all these 200 modules, that will be a very big question for you. So here I will
mm-hmm.
tell you all these 200 modules has a split into in a two parts. One is called technical modules,
Mm-hmm.
technical module. The second one is called functional. There is no other modules, functional, technical and functional module. So technical modules, we can say just now we have discussed one that is called advanced business application
Yeah.
program. This is like
Yeah.
a entire
Mm-hmm.
the SAP has built in the language called ABAP. So any enhancement is required. For example, MM consultant want to change the button, or SD consultant want to change the process, or FI want to be write some particular screen, for example. All this tasks done by a ABAPer, and we can say ABAPer is a developer.
Okay.
So this developer want to get access to the system. Someone need to give the access to him, right? Then we need a one admin. Who is the admin in SAP means? Admin is called the
Mm-hmm.
SAP Basis. Basis is also having a full form like Business Application Software Integration System. So there is a software which integrated systems where it is a integrated system means
Mm-hmm.
MM, SD, PP, QM, all this will be treated as a separate system. Individual module MMSDPP will be having a thousands of the programs, so we treat it as in a separate system. Okay, all this will be
Mm-hmm.
together integrated, and individual modules are having a business applications and stressing their business applications. Oh, this is called an admin. Okay, here in admin, uh, you're supposed to give the access to the ABAP, MM, PP, QM, SD, CRM. Everyone you supposed to give the access. Okay. Now let's have a look into the functional module. Okay. Functional
Mm-hmm.
modules are like you have MM, SD, PP, whatever I said. Now the
Mm-hmm.
question is, for example, this training institute decided to implement the SAP into their company. So are they required material management?
Mm-hmm. So they don't need. Might be they
They
don't
don't
need.
need. Well, might be exactly the material management, procurement, logistic, all this is required for a factories. Those who are
Yeah.
having a product-based companies, but as a
Uh,
service-based companies, they don't require. So try to understand. There are some common module is a mandatory for every business.
yeah.
For
Mm,
example, either I can go for a Oracle apps for my other thing, but
mm,
PeopleSoft I can take for a HR. But
mm,
finance, ABAP,
mm,
then you
mm,
can go for a basis. Basis
mm.
without ABAP, basis and without ABAP, there is no project in the worldwide. If you take a
Okay.
small project or a very big project, basis is a
Mm,
must and ABAP is a
mm,
must. Why these two
mm,
are a must means basis guy will
mm,
be install the software,
mm,
installation done by him. He is a
mm,
admin, he is supposed to give the access to others, he is supposed to update the system. So
mm,
definitely the basis is a mandate. Now come to the
mm.
ABAPer. Without ABAPer, how they can do? Anything is a bug is coming, anything enhancement is required, any changes is required. Then who required?
Mm,
The ABAPer. Without a
mm,
ABAPer, without a basis, there is no SAP project actually. Is it clear to
mm.
you?
Yeah, yeah. Got it.
The
Got it.
question is, now you got it and a basis is an admin. What exactly
Mm,
a administrator will do in a company?
mm. Creating users, giving the login accesses and all.
Exactly. I will take an example of system admin because very
Uh,
long back I am a system administrator for
okay.
NIIT. You know
Okay.
NIIT, right?
Yeah.
NIIT I was a system administrator and as well as a faculty for that corporate area like in NIIT, all the schools and the NIIT
Okay.
branches. Okay. So this is I was in very long back like in 15 years back I was into that SAP basis.
Mm,
Here, I will teach you in such a way to understand what is basis and what is this. So, I worked in the
mm,
Linux admin and Windows admin those days. So, installation. Suppose you purchase
mm,
a one laptop or something,
mm,
definitely you will go ahead with the installation of SAP. You're supposed to do an installation of SAP. You take this, right? Next, what do you
mm.
want? After installation, what do you want? You will go for a next level to install the other
Application.
software. I want to go
Uh,
for the other software like Java required, .NET required, antivirus required. All this will be a Word, MS Word, Excel, PowerPoint. All this will be other software only. Then I want
mm,
to connect with the network.
mm,
So I want to connect a router configuration or internet configuration, system configuration, LAN configuration. All this comes under this. Then I just want to go for a printer. I want to configure the printer in my system. Printer is
mm,
configuration has done. Then I want to go for the yes, you said the user administration, creating user, providing access to the area where he can be and all.
mm,
Then next is I want to go for a monitoring.
mm,
Monitoring is what type of monitoring we'll do? OS monitoring, database monitoring, user memory monitoring. All this comes
mm,
under the monitoring.
mm,
Troubleshooting. Troubleshooting means anything is called a troubleshooting.
mm,
Troubleshooting means anything. For
mm.
example, someone say internet is not working. You have to check browser settings. You have to check
Mm,
whether the cookie is deleted or not. You have to check internet cable is removed or not. A router is working or not. Or you can check the Explorer versions. Everything is in a
mm.
troubleshooting. So
Troubleshooting.
troubleshooting you have to do. That is called
Mm,
the troubleshooting. Now the next
mm,
level is you want to update your operating system. That generally will say it's called a service pack.
mm,
Service pack updation we supposed to do for in a
mm,
Windows. And
mm,
next is we want to do an automation to do that. That is called a batch files. Batch file will be used in a Windows to do some perform a
mm,
particular action without interrupt of a human being. That is called batch file. In Linux we say generally it's called a script
mm,
files. Script files will be there in a Linux and the Unix. Now all this is okay. Like next is database admin part. This
mm,
part is totally different from the operating system. Only
mm,
a system administrator can identify what is the database and a problem, whether the database is there or not. He can install. But At ABA, database administration for Oracle is different, Sybase is different, DB2 is different. So DB2, Oracle, everything will be DBA administrator will be there in a company. Now the same thing I'm taking an example for a TCS or Infosys or any of the company. If you take the system administrator is like this. Okay. Now if you go for this particular company TCS, a system administrator will do all this part. Now the basis administrator, what exactly a basis administrator will do means basis administrator will do like installation of SAP installation done by the basis consultant. Now I require a team member who will install. I'm just giving a just example. That's why I'm not using that word like TA, team member type is required. Who will install? System administrator only install, not by basis consultant. SAP related softwares only installed by
Okay.
who?
Admin.
Means
The
SAP
SAP.
related. SAP related means HANA is required. Maybe you say enterprise portal is required. NWBC, NetWeaver business client is required. Or maybe
Okay.
you require something which is related to SAP means NWDS, NetWeaver Developer Studio you require. NWDS, NetWeaver Developer Studio is required. Or anything it's related to Fury, FIORI, Fury is required. Anything it's related to SAP that will be installed by the GRC, Governance, Risk and Compliance. It's a audit based tool. It also be installed by basis consultant. Now the question is here, third point, that is called connectivity, TMS, Transport Management System. Transport,
Management.
Transport Management System. This particular area is Transport Management System. TMS, the system connectivity, has in the networking in Windows level, one system will be connected to the other system. In the same way, you have a connectivity with one system to other system using a TMS, Transport Management System configuration done by the basis consultant. Then next is a spool, SPOOL. Spool administration is called a printer administration in SAP. You want to administrate in SAP, the spool configuration done by the basis consultant. User administration in SAP is called SAP security. If you are working in a SAP security, that I will teach you in a fundamental security, that is R by 3 security I will teach you. R by 3 security is simple, I can say, uh, it's like a user administration in SAP, like user
Okay.
create, lock, unlock, providing the access, removing the access, all these permissions will be provided. All this comes under the security. Very long back, this one is done by the basis consultant only. Nowadays, in the all the organizations, security is treating as a separate module. Why
Separate.
means BI users are getting a problem. BI security. Here I am stressing here BI user.
Yeah.
HR user, HR security. SRM users, then SRM security. CRM users, then CRM security. If I say HANA means HANA security. HANA users are getting issues. Portal, that is called a browser technology in SAP is called enterprise portal. Portal users are getting issues means that is a portal security. Just now I said GRC, governance, risk and compliance. The latest version is 12 is running now. So here complaints, anything will be audit is required, then the automation tool you have called like GRC. All this will be a security specialist. That's why the security is in a separate model. Try to understand. One, two, three, four is related to system. Fifth one only related to user. Now very
Okay.
simple. One printer is not configured, that is a basis issue. If the printer is not assigned to the user means that is a security issue. BI server is not working, basis issue. BI server access has not providing, that is a security issue. If you say CRM also the same, CRM server, CRM connectivity, all this comes under the basis because the
Basis.
connectivity means it's related to system. It's not related to a person. If access related user is not having a report to view in BI, then it's a problem with the user. So
60.
anything is related to user in SAP. In SAP, I'm not talking about basis or all this. Anything in SAP which is related to user, that is a security problem.
Mm-hmm.
CCMS monitoring. What does it mean? Means central computing management system monitoring. So what exactly the CCMS monitoring will do means we'll check the users monitoring, memory
Mm-hmm.
monitoring, that is SAP
Mm-hmm.
memory monitoring, database monitoring, then
Mm-hmm.
background jobs monitoring, and the
Mm-hmm.
workload process monitoring, and then we can go ahead with the work process monitoring. All this
Okay.
comes under the CCMS monitoring, and in companies in real time generally we'll say it's called a health check.
Mm-hmm.
Health check every
Mm-hmm.
3 times we're supposed to send a report to the client, that is called health check. Then troubleshooting. Troubleshooting, just now I said, BA consultant say I'm not able to view the report. You have to understand why he is not able to get the report. Developer say I am not able to debug the program. You have to understand why he is not able to do that. That is called the troubleshooting. Service pack.
Mm-hmm.
Service pack means to update the systems. In SAP, we can update the system in every 90 days the time. Okay. Every 90 days we supposed to update the system. Okay. So what exactly updating and how you will be updated, that we'll discuss in future classes. The patch updation is in every 90 days SAP will be released patches. So in a year
Mm-hmm.
you can update your system for an 4 times. Any
Mm-hmm.
bugs are there, for example, that bugs also be fixing using a S note. There will be a release some notes using some
Mm-hmm.
numbers from the service marketplace SAP. We need to be downloaded and to update that. That part also be done by the basis consultant.
Okay.
Patch batch files or a script file in Windows automation, I
Mm-hmm.
just said, without you interrupt of a human being. The same thing you want to do in SAP to execute a particular thing, that is called a background jobs. Background job
Mm-hmm.
scheduling and the status check, everything done by the basis consultant. What is the background job here means? For example, every month of the 28th, I want to run a report to generate a payroll to the every user, so
Mm-hmm.
that I need to be scheduled. So every month, every day of the end, like in night night 12 o'clock, I want to generate a one report of purchase requisition. I want
Mm-hmm.
all the invoices reports. Such type of things will be provided input by the functional consultant, and basis consultant will be involved into configure that one. That is called the background jobs.
And the development
DB.
has to be done by somebody else.
No, that already the programs will be there, right? Standard programs. They will provide you all the details. Payroll
Uh,
configuration, they will do. Payroll
uh,
generation time, the what is the program and the variant names, all this will be provided to us, and we need to be
uh,
configure that one. No, see, here in a basis point of view, you never write any single line coding in anywhere.
okay. Mm-hmm.
Everything will be in a you are an administrator. Anything you require enhancement, you also have to discuss with ABAP.
Uh-huh.
Ababer is the only one who can open the code and he can do all these things. Only you are an
Uh,
administrator.
mm-hmm.
DB admin. Here,
Mm-hmm.
database administrator will be in a separate thing is there for basis. DBA
Mm-hmm.
consultant will be recruited for in a company for DBA like Sybase means Sybase DBA, DB2 means DB2, Oracle means
Mm-hmm.
Oracle DBA. But as a application DB, application part, you are a application administrator. You are not a database administrator. You are a basis means you are an application administrator. SAP application administrator means
Mm-hmm.
from your application you can monitor your database, how the database is, whether the database is perfect or not. Database
Mm-hmm.
problems are there means you can be troubleshoot from SAP screen itself, and to inform to
Mm-hmm.
your DBA consultant, and DBA consultant will be taking care of about the database like mirroring, clustering, and all this part
Mm-hmm.
will be handled by them. Front end also you can take the backups and all this. Depends
Mm-hmm.
on your interest. You want to be deeper way to go drive onto the database, you can. Nowadays we
Mm-hmm.
are having our own database in SAP also, that is called HANA database. Okay, I will tell you that one also.
mm,
Now, if I want to add some more 2 points like the client administration.
mm,
Client admin is a new thing here in SAP. That also there in
mm,
Windows. I can say, VMware, right? You can be create
mm,
internally one particular system. In one system, you can create a separate 3 or 4 systems.
mm,
Like
mm,
same the concept in a SAP. If you install the SAP, after that you want to create your own clients. What is a client means? Client is a independent business unit in your environment. So, for
mm,
example, a Reliance is a company,
mm,
they want to be installed the SAP, they can
mm,
create a separate systems for procurement, they will create something, logistics,
mm,
they want to create, Reliance Trend, they want to create a one separate system. Like one server, they can build say small systems. That is called a client. So such type
mm,
of client administration you can create means client creation, client deletion, client transfer one place to other place, the data can be moved. That is called a system copy or a client copy. All this will be
mm,
done by the basis
mm,
consultant. One server to other server. Development
mm,
system to quality system, you want to move the client data. So such
mm,
all the activities done by the basis consultant. The next is post installation. After installation has done, you need to be
mm,
go for the something called a post installation activity. What is in a post
mm,
installation activity means you supposed to do around the 10 to 50, sorry 15 to 20 steps we supposed to do. The after that
mm,
only we will provide the after that we will give the access to the other consultants to work on the system. I mean to say MM, SD, PP, QM, they will be logged onto the system once your post installation activities is done. See, all these
okay.
are an implementation of the SAP time. This task
Mm,
has done by you, then only the others will be come to the picture. For example,
mm,
Maruti is not in SAP, for example, they want to be SAP implementation. You are the first person to build the system. You are the first
mm,
person to install the software. You are the first person to done this post installation. Then
mm,
only other consultant like FI, MM, even
okay.
ABAP, everyone will be come to the picture to configure their modules.
Mm,
This is a core. This is a mandatory for all the basis consultant to learn.
mm,
After that,
mm,
basis is having a very vast into an area of administration. Then
mm,
NetWeaver administration, which is in a Java stack administration. If you have, these are all the things whatever we have discussed. This is a ABAP stack. Java stack
okay.
discussions, if you say, that is called a NetWeaver administration, where you can
Mm,
have an enterprise portal, NWBC, or portal informations. You will get all the administration for Java you want to do. Then that is called a
okay.
NetWeaver administration. Very long
Mm,
back in a 15 years back, we have a very popular and now also it's okay kind of thing. But now,
mm,
if you say another concept is the solution manager.
mm,
Solution manager admin. Solution manager administration means Solman
mm,
administration. It is this particular Solman is in some automation things in SAP.
mm,
It brings some automation kind of things you can do in a Solman. If you configure the Solman system in a project, then what you can
uh,
do? You can do your health check automatically without any
okay.
human being. It will be send you a early watch alerts you have. You can
Mm,
be go for an automation way to move the transports one system to
mm,
other system. The request supposed to be moved by a charm configuration supposed to done by the solution manager administrator. Okay, then such type of activities like ITSM ticketing tool
mm,
is there inside that. The configuration once it's done, the you can be created tickets inside the Solman. So Solman
mm,
itself is a very vast and a Solman administration. Then nowadays
mm,
very popular kind of thing, you have an own database. SAP has introduced their own database, and this administration, if you are working, you are become a HANA DB, HANA admin, HANA admin. Here a HANA developer also be there, HANA admin.
mm,
Initially it started within a database, now it's got an appliance as well as it's a platform. And
okay.
inside that any administration you are doing, that is called a HANA administration. Means HANA installation, HANA configuration, HANA replications, HANA taking the backup, HANA user creations. All this comes under the HANA. So HANA, you are having a front end to connect with. the HANA cockpit, or you either go for a GUI, or you want to be connect with the HANA HANA Studio. There is a studio in Eclipse Studio. Using that also you can be do that. All this comes under the HANA admin. So these are the core part of a basis to understand this. If you understand this one, in this particular area also you are using this 12 steps. In this particular area also you require a knowledge of this 12. And I said to log on with the HANA using a backend system using a GUI. When you say I am using a GUI, then definitely you will want all this 1 2 3 4 5 6 to 10. Is it clear to you? This is
Yeah,
the
yeah, got it.
actually the basis. Now you understand what is SAP. Five members
Mm-hmm.
left the organization of IBM and they started to build the application software. That application software is called the SAP. So SAP is a software which can be organized any type of the business. Very simple. It's a business software, business
Okay.
application software, and we say it's called a ERP because enterprise resource planning. So ERP
Mm-hmm.
product, we say it's called a ERP product. This product
Mm-hmm.
is having a many modules. Out of these many modules, you are learning for a basis, which is a admin module. In a admin
Mm-hmm.
module, you are having the topics like the 12 topics which we supposed to
Yeah.
be discussed.
Uh-huh.
Okay, all these 12
Uh-huh.
topics I can explain you in a 45 hours time. Apart from
Okay.
that 12 points, I can add you here the architecture to understand, landscape,
Uh-huh.
then you have a SAP
Okay.
portfolio, and I will teach you here also the introduction of this one. This is also
Uh-huh.
nowadays in interviews. If you don't know,
Uh-huh.
if you are not working, then it's okay, but they can
Uh-huh.
ask you a questions which is related to that. Then it's called a NetWeaver admin overview. I will
Okay.
teach you overview. I will
Uh-huh.
teach you as in a syllabus. Okay, the exact syllabus also I have sent to you. You can check on that. Then I can teach you in a something called CUE, Central User Administration. Also, I will teach you here, and landscape and architecture. Anyhow, we'll cover that one. These are the
Okay, sir.
part we will have in a discussion. This 14 part I will cover, and the
Okay.
SAP portfolio, how the SAP business is running, the support,
Okay.
how the things like implementation project you will have this all things. What about the
Mm-hmm.
support part also I will teach you in the classes. All this it will take the 45 hours time. Okay,
Okay.
then
Mm-hmm.
I haven't get an opportunity to work on the Solman, so I don't
Uh,
have an Solman experience. This is a real time only required real
uh,
time system. When you have, then only the Solman is possible. So I haven't gotten on to that because I am into the NetWeaver very long back. I started my career with NetWeaver actually.
okay,
After that
admin.
enterprise portal admin, I was in a portal admin. I worked in the enterprise
Mm-hmm.
portal. Then I was into a basis. Then I moved to an GRC, and many areas I have worked in the basis as well in the combination of the security basis kind, HCM configurations,
Mm-hmm.
ESS, MSS, employee self-service management, self-service configuration projects I handle, and GRC projects I handle, and security I'm into in a
Mm-hmm.
master level to understand all the securities. But we will discuss
That
only
means you
this
are
part
basically
because
yeah, you have
no,
the
no, we
you're
yes,
the best person
we
to like explain me the SAP.
yes, I am into all these areas. If you can ask any queries, anything related to security basis, you can ask. Except this Solman, I removed this one. Solman, you can ask anything related. So here I will not teach you this because it become the. If you ask any security consultant also, they can tell one or two. They cannot tell you all these areas.
Yeah, true.
All these areas if you know, then you become the you can say a specialist in the security. I got into
Mm-hmm.
many projects to involve, and multiple projects I handled. I feel myself in a very lucky to work on the multiple projects from starting from till today also. So what
Okay.
happened? So I will be involved into the many areas to understand, and I have a curiosity to learn the new things. That's why I go through all the areas to understand. So this becomes the security specialist. But as a basis
Mm-hmm.
consultant, maximum
Mm-hmm.
people are nowadays they don't have an experience on this particular area because
Uh,
they never not at all touch on to that. Why should they learn this?
So the exposure is
Most,
must. You
yes,
got the
yes,
exposure.
yes. If you know this one, then no security consultant can argue with you, and
Yeah.
easily you can understand. For me, I'm telling you, for
Mm,
SAP
mm,
security is supposed to be understood by someone. I can tell
mm,
you the 50% of the SAP here understood,
mm.
but nobody knows that this is that much important. Even the functional
Yeah,
consultant
because
also supposed to know that.
for this to know the security, you have to know the ins and outs of the system.
Yes, exactly. That understand, if you know, means what happened
Mm.
in the system. If you understand where actually the problem, you easily you can understand. See,
Yeah,
everyone, see
that's it.
SAP. See, SAP itself is a very vast. Everyone people will be PP will be PP. They can go through their modules only. I never say that they come to learn this. If they have a awareness of the security, means easily they can
That's what.
troubleshoot their problems.
Mm,
The most of the support projects and program projects, what happened, they will throw a
mm.
request to this person will say no, this is not mine, this is
Yeah.
with you. They will say this is with you, like that everyone will be saying like that, okay. But if you have
Mm,
a very clear picture to understand who's supposed to do, that is the very biggest challenge
yes.
in the support projects. Not an implementation project, everyone have their own
Yeah.
implementations to do that.
Mm,
Come to the support project, this is not my issue, that is not my issue, they will say. So immediately you want to respond to dig into an issue, means if you are a master in this particular area to understand what exactly happens, easily you can
mm,
troubleshoot even the
mm,
basis other topics also. I will be start
mm,
with the security first. Once I will show you the installations and the other softwares, then go for a security only. The security topics here I will teach you around the 12 to
mm,
14 or a 15 hours time to explain you all this.
mm.
If you
So any
understand this one, pardon,
Acha,
yeah,
Kiran,
yes.
do I need some special configuration system or normal system will do
No, no,
to
no.
learn?
To
Learn.
learn, I will give you the server access.
Uh,
I will give you the
okay.
server access, and I will install the some software in your system like Hamachi. This is your Hamachi. Once I will
Okay.
install this one, and I will show you the GUI installed in your system. Then from the GUI you can access the server wherever you will be. You
So
require the internet
is
only.
there any scope of getting any real-time exposure?
Yes, real time. All these scenarios, whatever I will explain you,
Uh-huh.
that I will explain you in a real time scenario only. After
Okay. Okay.
completing,
Okay. After completing.
after completing of my class, directly you
Mm-hmm.
can go through in a company. If they provide the system, also you can work. Everyone's the product is the same. For example, if I teach you the MS Office here, MS Office, okay, MS Word, I am just going to open Winward, okay. This one I opened and I explained you each and every tab, and you are practicing for a 10 to 15 or a 45 days. Then let me know. Someone will be ask you the question, you can answer. Even though they
Yes.
open and they can show you that what happened, you just want to see. The same thing will be there. The GUI also, if you go for that, it will be the
Uh-huh.
same, whatever we have. Okay.
Uh-huh.
So no changes at all in a SAP screens for any company or in a ghost shop. Some particular things I can guide you and I will explain you in a patch level, patch updations and all. It's in a real time system only we can do that. For the real time
Uh-huh.
system, the software is very cost. So I
Uh-huh.
will tell you the all the process how to do, and I will show you in my system also how it's supposed to be done.
Okay. Okay.
Then real time system, when you will get that time, you supposed to
Uh,
go ahead to the
so at least
download that particular
we
patch.
can do the simulation part.
No, no, I will tell you all the areas with the screens and everything I will provide you. Then easily to understand what is a patch and how it's supposed to be. I have access to the service marketplace. I will open
Okay.
that service marketplace, where to down and all this part I will show you that. Then download after that what you need to do the steps and how you will be updated, that also I will teach you in the patch updation.
Okay. So any time constraint is there, Kiran? Do you have any
So
time
for,
constraint?
yeah, I have a time constraints like in the morning, early morning, like 5:30 to till 9 o'clock. Anytime you can take, or in
Uh-huh.
between 8 o'clock you can take. Maybe I will want
And
to fresh up and to go to
in
the
the
office
evening?
in there.
evening or
Uh,
night?
Evening, yes, evening and a night. I will be back to office in around the 9 o'clock. I will be back. So
Uh-huh.
we can start at 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock
10:30.
also, no problem.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's good for me.
So we can
Then
start at every day ten
evening time
o'clock.
will be alternate days we can do rather than doing every day, because if
Yeah,
alternate
you
days we
want to be
do,
go
then
for
at
the
least I can
practice
do
also.
practice also. Yeah, I can have
Yes,
practice
yes,
also.
yes,
Because
yes.
I
See
am
the
totally new to this. No, I need to practice
Yes,
also.
yes. Even see, even though I recommended to my students
Mhm.
every day the class also those who are going for that, I need a commitment from their end is every day 1 hour practice. If they
At
have a
least
1 hour practice, I am damn sure that within the 40 days you become the master into an basis. That in a such a way I will teach you that. That confident I can give. From your
Mhm.
end, I
And
just need in a
what about
confidence that
the certification, Kiran? What about the certification?
here I
How
will
much
teach you the certification here in SAP
Mhm.
certifications you around they will charge you the 40K 40,000.
Okay.
The certification you nowadays it's giving a associate certification is directly giving. Long back
Okay.
it's not like that. You have to work for a company and you have to show the HR letter, then only it will be processed to all these things happens. Nowadays it's not like that. You can be paid directly and you can go ahead to the any promoting centers. You can write at your home also, you can sit and you can write.
Uh-huh.
That facility has provided, and it's a cloud
Uh-huh.
certificate only they are providing. Recently, this has updated in last 8 to 9 months back. I think in a 1 year, okay, last year only this implemented. Otherwise, earlier we were supposed to take so many approvals. The latter, the resume will be shortlisted. Then only you are able to do the certifications. Now it's not like that. If you know the
Okay.
subject, if you know the everything, then you can go ahead
Mhm.
there. So I will
Mhm.
help you on the certification also on the troubleshooting. In such a way, I will teach you. You can be write the certification. I will forward some of the books which will be help you to clear your
Mhm.
certification.
Mhm.
Okay, all
Definitely.
this will be in a part of the course. Don't
Mhm.
think this has done means we have done. I will
Mhm.
help you on the part like interviews, what all the interview questions they can ask in a topic wise, and what type of answer you supposed to do. That is also we have in a discussion. After this course, one fine day you supposed to say yes, I am good in Kiran. I am enough good to handle these systems. Then
Yeah.
I will ask to my colleagues because last from
Mhm.
15 years I am into an IT industry. I
Yeah.
have a many colleagues. So I can
Yeah.
ask to the some of my colleagues to take you the interview how much you are strong because I am teaching you. Then I know what type of question can ask you. I
Mhm.
will be in a call. The same call will be joined by some of my colleagues and
Mhm.
they will take you the interview and I just want to see how you are answering,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
later I can take you the some of the brush up sections of what mistake you did and how you are supposed to be answered. Then what happened? It will give you an one confidence
Mhm.
to appear the interview because the interview panel guy only will they will take you the
Uh-huh.
interviews. Okay,
Uh-huh.
then how you are answering. Then what happens? The getting the job into IT industry, then it
Uh-huh.
becomes easier to you. Actually, recently, not recently, last from 1.5 2 years back,
Mhm.
my students are having a very good strong in basis, but they are not getting the jobs. Some people getting
Mhm.
jobs, some people are having a lack. Why they are
Mhm.
having a lack, I just observed. And finally, I interacted with them and I decided let's have a look into that, what
Mhm.
exactly they're doing the mistake. So
Mhm.
aggressively they're telling the answers because they know everything. I teach in such a way they're aggressively speaking with the interviewers. That is also be a drawback of the
Mhm.
getting the losing the jobs. How you supposed to be answer? Tuck, 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 tuck. They're giving the answers like anything. Okay, so giving the answer, how you need to be one answer, how you supposed to be give one
Mhm.
answer, may need to take some gap. Knowing answer you
Mhm.
will give very fast and unknowing answer you will give a very late, then easily you are
Mhm.
given. How you need to
Yeah.
be mold to a interviewer, you need to judge for the interviewer mindset also, what
Uh-huh.
exactly he required and what you are conveying. Because see, ultimately it's a very vast subject. Someone is
Mhm.
taking an interview for a half an hour or a 1 hour.
Uh-huh.
how he can be
uh,
judge you that you are a fit for their company? So
mm-hmm.
it's all matters what you are conveying to the interviewer, right? All these things also we are discussing in a part of what you say called interview sessions after completing the course 45 days course.
Mm-hmm. Okay, then Kiran,
So
can you send me the links and all, how to make the payment and what the mode of
yes, I will talk to that HR, the Purnima, and Purnima will be get back to you with the mails, and you just go ahead and let me know your availability when to start, and we can start it immediately, not an issue.
payments and all?
Yeah, yeah, she will send you a mail. If you have anything doubts in this today's demo, let me know. So otherwise, I can close the session.
Thanks.
Hey, this is a techno-functional mode. Okay, sure.
Mm.
Thanks, Samir. Thanks to